Oh God, did she laugh?
Yeah, and you know we can hear you like real loud. Like we can hear you real loud, right? It's just counting down right now.
Wow, you didn't even have me in there.
Yeah, we've been. It says 8, 7. You've been on there for 36 minutes, 36 seconds.
Folks,
Uh, we here. It's crazy. Our producer is just it's crazy right now, right? But we are here. We are live. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. Uh, and so what we're gonna do a continuation as soon as our producer get out of our face. You know what I'm saying? She's like literally right here. You know what I'm talking about? And so we're trying to go ahead and show him your finger again. With that little piece of lint hanging off the front. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You should probably be on your Facebook sharing the post so
yeah,
that other folks
you might want to do
you
that.
might want to do that. Producer.
Just a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And so we do have a continuation of what we were doing 2 weeks ago. We've been absent for 2 weeks. We had to take our respective vacations. I went to this motherfucker on drugs.
You're cursing.
I
Oh, geez.
I went on vacation with my daughter. We went to my college homecoming. We had a wonderful time. And then the following week, you went to celebrate your birthday.
I
You know
did.
what I'm talking
I
about?
did.
So, happy belated birthday. And
Thank
she
you.
also
She
giving
sounded
sound
like a
effects.
monkey.
Oh, Planet of the Apes ass motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't talk about me.
You know what I'm saying?
in this window.
So, but we're back. What we did last 2 weeks ago, we had to cut our show a little short because the place was getting ready to close. What we were doing it, but where we are now, this shit don't close. You know what I'm saying? We don't close, right? And so we do have some more relationship questions from my co-host Tanika, and we're gonna go ahead and take those questions. We have somebody else that's back there in the cut. I don't want to say her name because she probably got warrants and shit. But if she have questions, I'm talking about her back there.
I was about to mention her name.
Yeah, if she have questions, whatever, she feel free to go ahead and ask those questions. Hey Nicole, how you doing? You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, Nicole.
Yeah. So I know that she's probably over here. My co-host is looking for her questions.
Yeah.
And while she's looking for her questions, I'm going to enjoy some of this wonderful, wonderful candy corn. You know what I'm talking about? Because candy corn is delicious. Fuck what you heard. All y'all doing all that candy corn slandering. Fuck you. I fucks with the candy corn. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, I can't see
Oh,
today.
here you go, baby. Are you taking it from me so I don't eat no more on camera? Is that what you're trying to do? Oh, you have one already. Okay.
Okay, I can't. One of the questions is, why does it take a woman to leave a man for them to actually decide to do right by her?
Can you repeat that question? I mean, can you rephrase it?
Okay, let's say for instance, a woman has been telling her mate
Mhm.
that you need to change this or you need to do this, and she keeps repeating herself and then he never does it. But as soon as she's over it and done, she leaves.
Okay, so the first part is the way the grievances are being delivered, right?
Mhm.
When you are talking to a man, you still have to realize two things, and this is a very, very thin line to walk, right?
Uh-huh.
The thin line that I'm talking about is you still have to respect the fact that this is a grown man that you're talking to,
Uh-huh.
but sometimes things for men need to be broken down in its simplest form so that he can understand it.
Mm.
And the thing that makes it complex is that when you break it down to its simplest form, sometimes it can come across as a bit emasculating.
Mm.
And if he determines or if he decides that it is a bit emasculating, he's not going to receive those grievances well. Right?
But
But once, what the hell? It's Halloween, y'all. It's Halloween. The lights is flickering.
uh,
But is she on the wire? Is you on the wire?
Johan,
Check that wire. See why it keep coming out.
Is the light bulb
Oh Lord, it's Halloween.
I don't know. That's the disco.
It's
Yeah.
the light bulby.
Screw it in.
It's probably. It's broken. Oh wait, right? Lefty, Lucy.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
No,
Okay, well,
Lefty, tighty.
unplug that hole. There you go. Now move that hole over here so we can see more of her.
This is what I gotta do.
That's what you got to deal with.
This don't make no sense. How you come here unprepared?
Yeah,
That's
that's your job. Move this light right here so she
This
can
is
see.
my job. I like when you flash.
Okay, that's perfect right there. That's perfect right
At
there.
the club, they try to tell us to leave the club.
Okay, so that's your way of telling us it's time to go.
Yeah.
All right, but to get back to the shit, right? The issue is don't lean on that too hard. Right, get your titties off the table. But the issue also is again the way that the message is being delivered. Now, once it's being delivered, once a woman has made her mind up and truly made her mind up, there's nothing that man can do to win her good graces back.
right. I know that.
Right.
But I'm saying is why, like, what usually men wait till she leaves and then decide, okay, I'm gonna do right. Let me show her.
Okay, so here's another part, right? So if a behavior takes place and you consistently forgive me and you consistently allow certain things to happen without any repercussions,
Mhm.
what's going to change my behavior? Right?
Uh-huh.
What's going to change my behavior? Nothing, because you continuously allow me to, in some kind of way, disregard or disrespect one part of our relationship.
Mhm.
Right? And if you consistently allow me to do that, I'm thinking as a man that what I'm doing is okay.
Right.
But when you get fed up and you start to air those grievances, it's like, I've been doing this shit all the time. Why are you
Right.
tripping?
Right.
So what we got to do, we have to look at the behavior of, now that's not to, let me just say this for all clarification. If the man is wrong, the man is wrong.
Okay.
Point blank, period. If the man is wrong, the man is wrong. However, what we also have to look at is we have to look at the behavior of the woman in that situation as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if she has allowed so much stuff to go on and so many things to go on unaddressed, he is under the impression that everything is fine. And if he's under the impression that everything is fine, I know. If he's under the impression that everything is fine, then in his mind, he's doing nothing wrong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Missy. How you doing? What's your next question?
Yeah, I need to be more prepared. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm dragging. I'm sleepy now. It's past my bedtime. Because we work hard. Okay.
You said it the last time, and I told you no.
Why is it so easy for a man to move on after a breakup?
Regardless of what you may think, it is not difficult.
No, I don't know, because they already be in
It
some
is-
other stuff.
It is no.
No.
It is not as it's not the way you make it seem, right?
Mhm.
A lot of the times, I want you to give me an example of what you mean before I dive into that.
The example is you break up and
Mhm.
this joker's already out there with different women.
Okay, so there's two different answers to that,
Mhm.
right? The first answer is If I'm with you and me and you break up
Mm-hmm.
and I automatically go to her,
Uh-huh.
I was already with her.
Oh. Mm.
I've already been dealing with her,
Okay.
right? That's look who that is. Can you take that phone call? Can you take that phone call?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you?
Yeah. Tell he outside.
You outside?
Y'all seeing my broke
Yeah.
fingernail and
If he
everything.
outside, tell him just come to the back door, right?
Oh.
But that's the first one. The first one is he already got her, right?
Mhm.
He already had her. The other one is simple, right? Sometimes women want what other women, what they want something that's already occupied, if that makes sense, right?
Who,
So,
women
so
or the men?
I mean both
Oh,
really,
okay.
right? So if thank you. So if me and you together and we break up and I instantly move on,
Mhm.
I'm moving on with the purpose or with the ideology that you can see that yes, you are easily replaceable.
Mm.
However, this ain't really who I want. I want you to put up a fight for me.
Mm.
I want you to see that, yeah, I'm good with you,
Mhm.
but I could be good with her, but I really want you. That's the fucked up way of doing it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, because I'm
That's
like,
that's the fucked up way of doing things because if you really and truly desire to be with somebody, then you should be willing to put up that fight for that person.
right.
You should be willing to do and just by any means necessary
Mm-hmm.
and any means legal. Niggas don't be out here stalking folks. Don't be breaking no laws.
Please don't.
But you have to be willing to put up a fight for the person that you really, really, really want to be with. And sometimes those fights that we put up are like we put in a cheat code,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that cheat code is I'm with you. You don't want to be with me no more. We break up for whatever reason. Let me hook up with her right quick. And I'm hooking up with her publicly, even if I'm just making her my girlfriend on social media so
Mm-hmm.
that you can see, so that you can potentially get the jealous bone and
Mm.
you'll call me to ask me about it. I'm like, yeah, I
Right.
could leave her alone. If you want to be with me, I can leave her alone right now. I ain't even really with her.
Mm.
She is the stand-in girlfriend,
For
right?
that moment.
For that moment, just so that I could get your attention to let you know that this could be you again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah. So that's that.
I guess.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy, but we as men do crazy shit. We do crazy shit.
So
Look at her. She just had a flashback up there.
I know what happened.
Yeah, what happened?
You got a
You
question?
got a question?
I guess my question is, why would you decide to want to date somebody if you already know that you out here looking for this other person that you felt that you claimed that you was in love with long time ago? Why would you do that?
Okay, just so I can get some clarification, I like to use examples so that I can understand shit, right? So this is me and her together, and then I'm in love with her, but I break up with her. I don't want you no more, right?
Oh damn.
And then and then I go and hook up with her, but I really don't want to be with her. This is where I want to be. That's what you're saying?
No, you really don't want to be with that person.
So you really
Oh, I really
wanna
don't want to be with her. Yeah, you know.
Why you do
Okay, because here's the thing. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone, right? Some people get in situations where they deal with being lonely and will accept anything so that they don't feel lonely anymore, right? And I think that that is the big reason for that because men and women have a tendency to fall into that. They have a tendency to misconstrue what loneliness is for being alone. And so they're willing to take on anything and anybody just to fill that void, right? It's almost like when you're going to the store, if you fuck going to the store. Let's say you've been at work all day and you know you got a steak in the refrigerator. And you've been thinking about this steak all damn day. And then you get home and you realize
And your
that
brother done
one
ate the steak.
somebody ate what you've been craving for all day.
And that's when
Now,
you got to tell the
now,
house.
now you are forced to be like, "Well, I ain't got no more money. Let me go into the cabinet and see what's in here." And then nothing in here but fucking ramen noodles. Right? So now you are forced to deal with eating ramen noodles as opposed to eating that steak. Does that ramen noodle do what it's supposed to do? Yes, it gives you the nutrition that you're supposed to have to make sure that you don't die, but it's not what you want, right? Sometimes what people do in relationships, they can see the steak that they want, right? They can't easily access that steak, but what they end up doing is they going and getting these motherfucking ramen noodles. What the fuck are y'all laughing at? What the fuck is the problem?
Yeah, look at the
This motherfucker here. Next question. I ain't fucking with you.
Wait, the ramen noodles in the cup?
What?
We don't know what she doing.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You literally said ramen noodles.
Baby,
He was making
I
an
was-
example.
Oh,
That's what and all she heard was ramen
All she heard
noodles.
was fat ass. Always she know food. She don't know nothing else. Right? See how I got her to shut up? See, that's how you got to do people sometimes. You got to.
I got some chocolate. Well, gummy bears.
Right. But did that answer your question? You know what I'm saying? You know, but that I have a friend that lives in Jackson, Mississippi. And my friend, I often tell her that she needs to stop being Vienna sausages, right?
Uh-huh.
Stop being Vienna sausages. Vienna sausages is a struggle meal, right? If you ain't got nothing else to do and you ain't got nothing else to eat, you're going to eat the Vienna sausage, right? And I told her that because what happens is a lot of the guys that are interested in her, they're interested in her, but they're only interested when all other resources have been depleted, right?
Mm-hmm.
When all other resources have been depleted, they then come to her. I'm like, stop opening the can for these niggas.
Yeah.
Nicole is right.
Yeah.
She said, hell, food will treat you right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Nicole.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you have to stop treating yourself like canned meat. Women need to stop treating themselves like canned meat. Realize that you are that prime steak that you're meant to be. And prime steak needs to be cooked the right way. When I say cooked, I mean treated. Right? Food ass.
Wait, what?
Right. But
Wait.
does that make sense?
Yeah,
Right.
because I guess what
Well, you
I'm
want to pull
getting-
up one of them stools so you don't have to sit down?
what
You
I'm
want to sit
getting
down?
from that is basically when us as women get into something with a new person.
Let's let her pull that chair.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
They can't see my hand. Basically what I get from that, I talk with my hands, Lord. Is that when we first start with a guy or what have you, basically if we go for the okey doke, what I mean like the bare minimum,
Mm-hmm.
that's all he's gonna see us as, like the bare minimum, correct?
Right. I mean, the thing is you know, what really happens a lot of the times with these relationships, people have a tendency to put their representative on Front Street first, right?
Uh-huh.
Your representative is not who you are going to be, right? Your
Right.
representative is not who you're going to be. When I mean, you can think about it this way. Let's make it relatable, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to a job and you first start working
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know nobody there, for the most part, you are going to be on your best behavior,
Right.
especially if you want one of them jobs that got goddamn 90-day probation period.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on your best behavior. You're gonna show the work on time, and you're gonna give 110%. Be
Right.
that person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then once your probation period, you're gonna go. If you are an asshole, that asshole gonna come out.
It's gonna come
If
out
you
eventually.
a shitbag, that shitbag gonna come out, right?
Mhm.
Now, the difference between me and a lot of people is you gonna see the asshole out the gate,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
You're gonna see the asshole out the gate, but people are going to appreciate that. Bless you in advance. I see that sneeze coming.
You dismiss.
Yeah. The you're gonna see who I am out the gate.
Mhm.
There is no room for misunderstanding about what the representation that I present to people.
Right.
Right? Now, but when you're looking at relationships, you also have to look at things and you have to understand that there are different facets of who you are as a person when it comes to relationships, right?
Uh-huh.
Just as there are different facets in the workplace, there's different facets at church, there's
Right.
different facets everywhere, right?
Mhm.
But you have to understand that when you're talking about personal relationships, you have to look at things and make sure that you are genuine to who you are.
Right.
The issue with a lot of people is that they are not genuine with who they are when they get into these relationships.
Right.
If you want me to keep it real with you, but motherfucker, you ain't been real with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't been real with yourself. And you really see that happen with men more so than with women.
Mm-hmm.
Because men like to put on these fronts to make themselves appear to be more attractive to the woman that they're pursuing.
Right.
Then that woman realizes, oh, this motherfucker was borrowing his homeboy car.
Yeah.
Oh, this motherfucker is wearing his daddy's shoes. Oh, I mean, y'all laughing, but that's real shit. Y'all see that shit happen a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you realize that this man ain't really who he say he is. And then the other part of it. Sometimes you go out here and you meet these people and you see them, but you only see them 2 or 3 days a week.
Right.
Deal with a motherfucker 6 days a week. You'll see who they are.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are afraid to spend time with people because they don't want to feel like they've wasted time on
Right.
people. But the only way you're going to get to know who this person is by spending time with them. Right? And it's not just spending time. I could bring anybody over here, sit on the couch and watch goddamn Netflix. Let's go out. And not just go out to the club or whatever. Let's go out and do regular shit.
Well, what if the guy doesn't like all he does is have you come over and watch Netflix? What does that mean?
That means that you need to take the initiative to understand 2 things. Number one, why is he hiding you? What is he hiding you from? Not why, but what is he hiding you from?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And the second thing is you have to look at is sometimes you have some people who genuinely are homebodies.
Right.
So you got to kind of stretch them out and bring them out into places. And like, well, you want to sit at home? We can sit at home today, but let's go to a museum tomorrow. Let's go to the zoo.
Yeah, but you can't be the only one doing that all the time.
I'm not saying that you have to be the only one that's doing it all the time, but
It's one sided thing where you're just the only one. Like, yeah, let's do this, and it's like, all right, cool, but
okay. But if that's the case, if you are in that relationship, if you determining this shit now, you determining this shit early, right?
Mhm.
You ain't dealing with a motherfucker for a year when you find this shit out. You know that this motherfucker don't make decisions.
But
Now you have a decision to make. Do I want to stay and deal with this, or do I want to fucking leave?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the whole thing. Like men aren't like they used to be, if that makes sense. Men used to let me take you out and you will actually go out. And if they're really interested in you, you will see them more than once a week or
Mm-hmm.
or they always like, babe, I want to see you. You understand what I'm saying? They want to take you out. They wine and dine you.
Right.
They, like it doesn't bother me to go to your house and sit there and watch TV. But dang, can we cook something together? Or let's just do something.
Like some games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the you, me and you about the same age, so we came up
Yeah.
with the same shit, right?
Exactly.
And the issue that you have to look at is that times have changed. Now I have to.
But the crazy
Oh,
thing,
wait. Let me put this up on the screen.
but the crazy thing at the same
Some men
time,
are the new women.
they're our age and they're doing the same thing.
Right. This the wrong comment. She says some men are the new women. Right.
Ain't that the truth?
Now, some men are the new women, and I know exactly where you're going with that, and I understand what you're saying, right? But what I'm also going to say is that times have changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we came up, let's not even look at our dating period because we're looking at the people that came before us, right?
Right.
The people that came before us, we saw men get out, go to work, take care of the bills.
Mm-hmm.
Like men will go to work, bring their check home, let the woman go out, pay all the bills, and if anything's left over, she'll give it to him so he can go out, buy cigarettes, and go get him a little fifth or whatever.
Right.
Right. But what we're also looking at is let's look at the economy at that time period. Let's look at the cost of everything at that time period. Shit was a whole lot cheaper, yet that money went so much further. Now women are forced to be in situations where they have to go to work to provide for the household, to assist with the household, and in some instances, to be the breadwinner of that household. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so when the when the economy of a relationship changes, the dynamic of the relationship changes as well, right? So if you came up in an era where women sat at home, took care of the kids, took care of the house, and now you're going to work and you're doing all this other stuff that men typically do,
Mm-hmm.
you you don't have a whole bunch of time for a whole bunch of bullshit. You don't, because you have to realize that okay, I still got to get up and go to work. I ain't got to put up with this bullshit that you coming at me with. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, you realize that your role is so much more important than it used to be 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Your role is so much more important and it's so much more valuable than it was 20 some years ago.
Right.
So you don't have time for a whole lot of insignificant bullshit. You don't have a whole lot of time for just things that don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Men have to understand that we are not living in 1984.
Right.
Right? We're not living in 1984 where you can just sit there and tell a woman anything and think that she's going to accept it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that is a problem because men, and that's another thing. So why is it that men like I guess they call it breadcrumbing?
I've never heard this term before.
Yeah, it's I got them grown kids.
Yeah, I'll come on.
They said breadcrumbing. I think it's the way my daughter explained it. Breadcrumbing is basically when a man like isn't really serious with you, but still reaches out. Like he might call you one day, and then you won't hear from him for 2-3 days, and then he'll pop up again, but he never really takes you out or sees you.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Manipulation tactic where someone gives another person just enough attention to keep them interested without intending to commit to a relationship. So
I get it. I get
Mhm.
it. I get it.
So
Okay.
why are they doing that now instead of just being honest? Just
Okay.
just be real. If you're not really interested in that person, or if you're dealing with somebody else and you're trying to keep this one at bay, that doesn't work because the woman is gonna get bored with that.
She's gonna get bored with it, but the simple fact that she realizes at some point, she may not realize it initially, but
Mhm.
she realizes at some point that this person is actually what's the term again?
Full of bread.
Breadcrumb. Once she realizes that this person is doing that and she continues to allow him to do that shit,
Mhm.
whose fault is it at that point?
It's actually her
It's her fault,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody exhibiting a behavior that is detrimental to your mental well-being,
Mhm,
and you continuously allow that person to attack that part of you,
mhm.
you are the problem at that point,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Now, why does it happen? I understand why it happens, and I understand that it happens. I didn't know there was an actual term for it,
Yeah.
right? I understand why it happens, and I can see why it would be beneficial, right?
Mhm.
Because if I'm single and I'm breadcrumbing, I'm just trying to make sure that I put enough shit out there to see if you are worthy of being with me full time,
Mm.
right? I'm trying to, but there's no different than dating, right?
Right.
Because if I could date you
Mhm.
and her at the same time because I'm not exclusive to anybody.
Right.
Once I have determined that she is who I'm going to be exclusive to, I'm cutting y'all the fuck off, right? I'm cutting y'all off. And if I don't cut y'all off, I'm cheating on her and she has the right to be mad. But you know, that's the real. I told him to come to the back door.
I'm sorry.
That-
Lord, y'all know we black around here.
and,
Y'all
and,
gonna
and,
make me get
and
up
he
and
on the
run.
camera. I'm looking at him on the camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, he got some drinks, y'all.
Ooh.
Yeah. But if you look at it, that's what dating is, right? That's
Right.
all it is. It's a fancier term for dating, right? You
But
are not
so-
putting all your eggs in one basket, but I want to make sure that I keep your attention in
Right.
case you are someone I want to date.
Right. Okay, but even with that, but why do that? If I mean, because shouldn't a man? From what I was always told, a man knows if they want to be with you from that instant. It doesn't take that long.
It
for
don't
a
take that
man.
long, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Can
Be
I?
honest from the beginning.
You know, I like to give examples, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say that you're on the market for a new vehicle, right?
Uh-huh.
You go to the BMW dealership, you can go to the Ford dealership, you can go and test drive a bunch of cars, and you can like a lot of those things about all of those cars.
Mhm.
But you're not going to sign a contract on every dealership that you go to because now you're going to be responsible fiscally for all of those vehicles, right?
Uh-huh.
There's no difference in test driving these vehicles and these men and women test driving these relationships, these dating situations, right?
Mhm.
That's all that they're doing, right?
Okay.
Now,
But what if he likes her? And as well as others, because then what do? They decide or they just keep seeing.
I mean, but
different
see,
ones?
that's the thing. That's the part of dating, right? You with dating, I could like so many things about you, and I could like so many things about her, but I'm trying to determine which one I like the most, right?
So basically, us women, we do retarded things because when we like somebody,
Mm-hmm.
we just focus on that one. Even if we're not in a relationship, we're focused on that one. Like
Yeah,
this
I-
is who I want to kick it with. This is gonna be my dude. But then he's over here doing whatever, and you're like, well, dang, what?
No, I'm not gonna say that that's wrong either, right? But what I will say is there's nothing wrong. This young lady right here just posted this right here. But be honest from the very beginning, then there's no problem, right?
Mhm.
If you're honest from the very beginning, you understand that if I'm dating you and I tell you that yes, I'm dating you, but there are other people that I'm dating as well.
Right.
There's no misunderstanding, right? There's no confusion or anything.
Uh-huh.
However, if I tell her that I'm dating, because see, the issue at hand is we have a disconnect or a misunderstanding with the term dating, right?
Mhm.
We also have a misunderstanding with the term like, right?
Mhm.
Just because you like some shit don't mean it's good for you.
Well, yeah.
Hold on, let me show you something. You see these motherfuckers right here?
Yeah.
I smoke cigarettes all the time. I like smoking cigarettes, but I know these motherfuckers is bad for you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I still do it, right?
Mhm.
Now, just because you as a woman like a man don't mean that that man is good for you.
But what if that would but to be fair, what if that woman actually falls in, like, if she falls in love with him? Should she tell him or just keep it to herself?
Should she tell him when?
Like, I don't know. Just, I mean, just saying, I've always been taught that you just tell somebody, I'm a Scorpio. We just
Right.
gonna tell you how we feel.
Right. But see, here,
But so many nowadays, I guess because things have changed and so many people are out here trying to be hard and don't want to show this feeling and that one because everybody is so scared to be hurt.
right.
And men definitely don't. Me and my friends, we talk about it all the time. Like, there's instances where, like, I have one friend, she's like, "Oh, damn, who hurt him?" Because you can tell when somebody has been hurt. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right, right,
Especially a man wise. So, with that being said, when a woman, like, we get in our emotions, we're very emotional.
Right.
And when we deal with the guy, especially if you're sleeping with that person or whatever, we get attached. Some women don't, but a lot of us do. I don't care what nobody
Yeah, they
say.
can't take. Yeah, some folk
Yeah.
can't deal with their meat without their heart falling.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
talking about?
it's only so many times, like, okay, if you do it once, okay, yeah, I can
Yeah.
get past that. It ain't that big
Yeah.
a deal. But if you
Why
continuously,
she look at me? Yeah.
but if you,
Oh, you see what that girl right here said? She said some motherfucker be digmatized. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
but again,
some aren't.
yeah, some aren't. But here's the thing, like, and I guess you want to know when is the right time to tell this person that the feelings I have for you
Yeah.
have graduated from one
Correct.
stage to the next, right?
Or should she just keep it to herself? Because sometimes when somebody opens up, that scares the other party
Right.
and they disappear.
Okay, boom. I can remember my 20-something years ago.
Yeah.
a long
How?
time.
Yeah. Yeah. How long ago?
Long time, long time,
Long,
long time.
time.
Right.
Long.
But
Long.
fuck you, lady. But I remember, like, when I was dating, this lady, right? This lady, and I brought her to my mama's house and introduced her to my mama.
Mhm.
My mama lived on the circle, so we walking around the circle and
The
this
cul-de-sac.
no, the circle.
Oh.
Walking around the whole circle, right? And it was nighttime in Mississippi in the summertime, so mosquitoes are real bad. So I gave her my pullover and I let her wear my pullover, and I'm walking and I'm holding her hand and I told her for the first time that I loved her,
Mhm.
right? And she's sitting there chewing on my chewing on my thing on my hoodie because she's nervous and she don't know how to receive it, right?
Mhm.
Now, I came to the realization that regardless of how she responded, I wanted her to know how I felt. I didn't care that if she loved me or not.
Mm.
I didn't care because we were still kind of new into our relationship,
Mhm.
but I knew that, like, nigga, I love this nigga motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I loved her.
But
You know what I'm saying?
how
But-
long did it take you to realize that you loved her?
I'm talking about my wife. For
Oh, well,
For-
clearly,
you know what I'm talking about.
clearly.
now, I don't know.
But see,
What-
evidently she loved you back. Because
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
what is
but
this?
see, what I'm saying is, like, I can't because it's been so long. I'm getting my signals crossed, right? I knew the sign clear as day when I knew that this girl was gonna be my wife. I knew that day,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
I remember that day. It was Sunday. I remember that day like it happened last week, right?
Oh, that's
But-
so sweet.
In terms of when I told her, I don't know if she told me that she loved me when I first told her, but I know that when you tell somebody that you love them, you don't do it for reciprocity. You don't do it for reciprocity. You do it. Telling somebody that you love them is you just acknowledging to them that I care about you right now more than myself,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
And That's all that is. But what happens a lot of the times is motherfuckers want to hear that shit back.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
They
want to
do.
hear that shit back. Like in this moment, you may not
Right.
love me,
Right.
and I'm
that's
cool with
right.
that.
And
I'm
don't
cool
lie.
with
There's
that.
no need to lie
But
about it.
that's the other part.
Yeah.
That's the other part. Like for me, if I don't love you, if I don't give a fuck about who you are,
Mhm.
if you died and I would go and have a party, I'm gonna let that shit be known,
Well,
right?
Mhm.
I give you an example of the opposite, right?
Mhm.
I love my dad. My dad, I got a whole corner over in the wall over there dedicated to my dad. My dad, his last wife, I didn't give a fuck about her, right? Didn't give a fuck about her. I got my cousin wanted me to be in her wedding, right?
Mhm.
I didn't, this is my cousin on my mama's side.
Mhm.
I didn't even know my dad was going to be at this wedding, right?
Mhm.
I brought my wife with me to this wedding, and we had the whole wedding, had the reception. We had to walk up,
Yeah.
and then I seen my dad while I was on the stage. I'm like, "Oh, daddy here!" So I go over with my wife, and I bring my wife. He's sitting there with his wife, and I squat. If I'm my daddy and you his wife, I come and squat in between the two of them, and I'm facing my daddy, and I ignore the fuck out of her. My wife sat there and looked. She knew that I didn't like this woman. But
Mm.
she didn't know that I could be to the point of when I see her, I don't see her. And if
Mhm.
she say something to me, I'm gonna drop kick her in her uterus. I don't fuck with that lady,
Oh well, dang.
right?
Tell us how you feel then.
But if I don't fuck with you, I tell people I don't fuck with you, don't and stay the fuck away from me. But see, here's the one of the biggest things about me is I'm a person of one-upsmanship, right?
Uh-huh.
So if my producer, I don't want to say her name because she might have one. If my producer tells me as a friend that she loves me and I love her, I'm going to try to out show her that,
Right.
right? I'm going to try to out show her that. If she shows me that she appreciates me, I'm going to try to out appreciate her.
Mhm.
However, if she tries to be petty with me, I'm still gonna match that same energy. I'm out pettying the fuck out of her. If she, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I am. Some people are not like that. Some people ain't cut out for that, and I don't suggest that everyone tries to live their life that way, right? But that's just how I am,
Yeah.
right?
Cause you petty.
That's how. And if you right, you know what I'm saying. If
But I'm
you
petty too.
yeah, well we can.
And when you get petty, I'm going to hell.
And if you go to hell, I'm going to hell's basement. You see what I'm
Okay.
talking about?
So we just going to hell all
And
together.
if you go to the basement, I'm going to the foundation of the basement. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I am, and I also believe that you don't do anything for the sole purpose of getting something back from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't tell you
do
that I love
everything
you
out your
and
heart.
and
Mhm.
hope that you love me back. Like, I
Right.
don't give a fuck if you love me back. I want you to know that I love you in this moment. I appreciate you in this moment for what
Right.
you have done for me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't do shit hoping to get a fucking prize.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just, it is what
But
it is.
that's you.
Yeah, that's just me. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's not everybody. Cause you got some
Can you pour me some Coke? Producer, can you pour me some Coke, producer? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? But you look good when you walk over there to get it. Amen and hallelujah. Sometimes you got to tell her that. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one is the cup? The one next to the first?
My cup should be over here, baby, behind over here on the floor or some shit. Yeah.
oh god.
Oh shit.
So I get what you're saying and I understand. Somewhat, I guess. But I think nowadays it's just gotten too much to where I think everybody is so busy trying to hide their feelings because they don't want to be hurt, especially men. But I don't know because you got some men that I mean the ratio in Atlanta is serious.
Well, again, let me just perfect.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen that are watching, y'all heard that high squealing sound? That's our producer. That's how she sneezes. That's how she sneezes. I apologize to all of y'all
I am so
for
sorry.
that. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna turn it this way because we don't want the Crown Royal logo on here because they got to pay us for that. If we want to see
It
that.
is a little bit.
But this is just
Thank
New Orleans
you.
right here. Right.
Thank you, Melissa.
You know what I'm saying? But she made me forget what you were saying.
I forgot too because the sneeze scared me.
Yeah, it scared shit out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah. So
But that's what it was. Basically, nowadays, there's so many people trying to hide how they're feeling, and then that ratio for in Atlanta is serious.
oh, okay, I remember where I was going
Yeah.
now. Right. So men and their feelings, right?
I keep rocking. I'm sorry, y'all.
Men and their feelings are it's difficult because if I open up to you, and you take that and use it against me,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Now I have trust issues with you. Or if I open up to you and I tell you some shit that's going on with me, and then you run and tell our producer what I got going on,
Mm.
what I'm entrusting you with our shit, and then I find out about it, that becomes problematic. This is one of the reasons why men have a tendency to just hold so much shit in to ourselves
Okay.
because we have, again, we talked about this earlier, right? We talked about this earlier. What it is that when you look at relationships, women want to be loved,
Yes.
men want to be respected.
Yes.
And when you violate the trust by going and telling somebody else my business, or when you're using my shit against me,
But that's the
That-
same for women.
it's the same for women. But I think that it's on a different scale.
I don't know.
I
'Cause
I think it's on a
I
different.
don't know because I will not. And maybe because I'm stubborn,
Uh-huh.
but I will not. I don't care if somebody knocked me in the top of my head with a baseball bat. I will not ask for nothing. Do you understand me? Where you have so many women nowadays saying, "Oh, if you with them, you need to ask them for money." Blah blah blah. Oh, I'm not asking, but it could be because I'm independent. But I'm not asking you for nothing because I feel like I shouldn't have to ask you. If you see, you should offer. If you know what I mean.
No, I completely disagree.
And see, that's what I said.
And I completely
and that's
disagree.
but let me
And I'm gonna tell you
but
why I disagree.
I hear why you disagree, but let me finish why I do
Hush, you
that.
gonna hear, and I ain't even said it
Because you just hush,
right?
but
go ahead.
Because my ex-husband,
Mm-hmm.
when he would throw stuff back up in my face, you understand what I'm saying? And that
Mhm.
right there just didn't sit. It didn't sit well in my spirit. So for now, it's like, and different other people have done that as well. So I just no, you wouldn't know nothing. I might be on the edge, and you wouldn't know because I would never.
Right.
It's just me. Maybe it's
Okay.
my pride. Y'all pray for me.
Amen
But-
and hallelujah. Amen. Amen. But here's the other part of it. It for me, it's like I am not. I'm a lot of things, but one thing I'm not is a mind reader. I'm not a damn mind reader.
You got a point
Right?
there.
And so for me, if you need some assistance with something, I can't always look and see that you need help, but I can always hear, right?
Mhm.
I can always hear. Now, if you come to me and you tell me, well, baby, I need this for that, that for this, and then I don't even make an effort to fulfill the things that you need, then I'm a fuck up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But even if I don't get that verbal confirmation from you,
Mhm.
I don't know that there's a problem.
But what if it doesn't necessarily always have to be materialistic or money or anything? Sometimes you just need a hug.
Right.
And if you're dealing with that person, you should know that person well enough.
No.
Why?
No.
Why not?
No. My wife is probably watching right now. She's upstairs right now, right?
Uh-huh.
If she needs a hug,
Uh-huh.
she can come tell me she need a hug. Also, and she could say, you ain't got to say nothing.
But
Just
see,
hold.
I don't want that. I want
You
you
ain't
to
got to
come
say
give
nothing.
me a
Now,
hug and kiss me on my forehead and say, baby, it's gonna
your
be
ass
okay.
been watching too many goddamn Disney movies.
No, I watch Hallmark.
Hallmark, Disney,
Get it
same
right,
shit. You've
Hallmark.
been watching too many motherfucking movies. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not to say that I can't see my wife and see distress on her face,
That's what I mean.
but sometimes you don't always see that distress, right?
Yeah.
You don't always see that, but if it exists and you don't tell me
Mhm.
and I don't see it, I'm gonna move on with my day like nothing is going on.
Mm.
I'm gonna come in the house and see her and be like, "Oh, everything good. I'm finna go downstairs and play PlayStation 5."
Mm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You could have had a bad day. You might have just got fired and they ain't told me shit, and I don't know shit. Right?
Mhm.
But if you don't open up your mouth and say nothing, how am I supposed to know? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because and the thing about it is and I said this 2 weeks ago, right? A lot of the times we have to look at
I have to
stuff
agree with
that's
Natasha.
logic and
Mhm.
stuff that's emotions, right?
Mhm.
Most of the time, women operate on emotions, which is not a bad thing. I don't want to put that out there that people think it's a bad thing.
Right.
And men think off of logic,
Mm-hmm.
right? But logic is simply the shit that makes the most sense, right? If you need gas money, and I'm using this as just an example. If you need gas money, just tell me you need gas money,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm not in your car all the time.
Mm.
So I'm supposed to get up every day and go look in your car, even though I don't drive that hoe. I'm supposed to look in your car and look at the needle every fucking day.
Yes, you're
Hallmark,
supposed
Hallmark move ass
Yes.
motherfucker.
to.
You
You
know what I'm
are
saying?
supposed to make sure my tires
Hallmark
are
move ass
fully-
motherfucker.
My tires
Fuck
are
outta here.
My
Fuck outta
tires
here.
are fully.
Right,
Yes.
right.
I need all that. I need you to wash my car. No, I don't. I'm lying. I'm gonna wash my own car because I got spray to smell good and stuff in there. And that's just
But my
not
whole
it right.
the whole point is, if you want it, there's nothing wrong with saying this is what I want,
I guess.
and there's nothing wrong with saying that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, by the same token, now my wife probably finna get on me because I always tell her, you always got these motherfucking honey-do lists, right? You
What's
always
wrong with
got.
that?
There's nothing wrong with that, right? But there's a time to present that shit.
Yeah, on your day off.
The fuck you mean? No.
On your day off, you
No.
got time, and
No.
it's nothing but time and opportunity.
What I'm saying is, okay, so, and it's not to discredit you as a woman, as a working woman at that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I come home from work, I don't want to walk in the house and let the honey-do list be the first thing out your mouth.
Oh, it's gonna be on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. We back. Now I need to get back on your ass. Right. Can you check? Okay, yeah, we'll make sure we back. All right. Okay. So no, fuck that. Right?
I'm putting it on the refrigerator for you.
Okay, so here, I want you to think back because your kids grown, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think back when they was little motherfuckers,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they grown motherfuckers. Well, most of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you walk in the house from work, the first thing that you don't, the last thing you want to hear, mama, 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 mama. When you first walk in the house, you ain't even came in the house, took your bra off yet. Most women, that's one of the first things that you do.
Well,
right?
I'm walking in the house and mine's scattered. They be like, oh no.
Well, you're a different kind of mama.
Because I get ready in my car, I crack my neck, pop my back,
But
I go in the door.
for the most part, most people don't
I give
want
them
to
a to-do
come
list.
home and have to go straight to.
No, I get what you're
Right.
saying.
I don't
I
want to.
get that.
I don't want to come home and go straight to. That's why a lot of the
you
time.
need 5 minutes.
Oh, now she putting a fucking time period on this shit. She putting a time period on this shit. My whole thing is, but this is one of the good things about my household, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, when I come home, my house is empty because I work overnight.
Correct.
When I come home, my house is empty. But I still, even with that, I still come home because certain things have been ingratiated into my brain.
Mm-hmm.
When I come home, I will sit in my driveway for 30 minutes.
Right.
Just to get a whole bunch of shit off of me. I want to get all of work off of me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it this way, right? Think about it this way. If you're cleaning up something, right, and you're using a sponge, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't wring that sponge out, you can't put nothing else in it, right?
Right.
When I go home and when I come home, I still got so much of work, so much of other shit that's going on. My sponge is full.
Mm-hmm.
I need time to myself to be able to wring that sponge out to absorb all of the other shit that's going on in my household.
Right.
Right? Sometimes when most men come home, they don't have that window to wring out all of the other shit that they have to deal with.
Right.
And so now when you're talking to me about this needs to happen and that needs to happen and this needs to happen, I can't absorb it.
So that's basically when you're either married to a person or you live with a person.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
Because if you're
single and you don't live with that person,
yeah,
that's a different situation. Like, yeah, I'm with you when you're right. If you live separate from that person,
mm-hmm.
you have to be able to soak up all of your problems right then and right there.
Correct.
You got to deal with that shit. So yeah, as soon as you walk in the house, yeah, get on that motherfucker ass. Then I'm with you then.
Okay.
But
See,
when you
getting
in the house with a motherfucker, give me 30 minutes.
Yeah. Now I understand that.
Yeah.
When you live with someone or you're married to that person, yes. I mean, both of you got to get the day out your system.
And she said, at least wait until you feed me. Can I get a sandwich or something first before you start going off on?
If you had any sense, you would have stopped at McDonald's on the way to the house.
But see, my brain wasn't set on McDonald's. My brain was set on that steak that I had in the refrigerator that you let one of the kids eat, motherfucker.
I probably ate it. Not I'm blaming the kids.
Fat ass.
So fat on. But yeah, that's what I mean by that. And it's just it's a little different out here. You know, you ain't been out there in how long?
I've been out the game for a long time.
A long time. I ain't mean to sound but
you hear how it sounded. You heard how it sounded, right?
A long
time. She put some extra vowels in that bitch.
Oh, she done went too far. She went too far. Oh wow! She just made me. She hurt my feelings, Silas.
She said a honey-do list is only given on off days.
See, that's what I said. Now, see, I wasn't by myself because that's your off day. You're off, so I need you to paint the walls.
See.
I need.
And see, here's the thing, right? Because I'm gonna tell you how the shit go in this house here. Your off day is any time that you not at work. Ain't you off work? That's your off day.
No.
So I got 7 off days in this house.
Oh, that's you because you got officially off days where you don't have to put your feet out the door. Because I'm gonna need you to paint these walls, and I'm gonna need you to do something else. Go to the grocery store.
Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
I mean, I couldn't think of anything.
That's nasty work. That's diabolical. That's diabolical.
But I'm just saying. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to. I mean, What is it? Is it true what they say? A happy, what is it? A happy wife is a happy life.
That is bullshit.
Well, damn.
That is bullshit.
That hurt my little feelings.
Yeah. No, that's bullshit for real, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about this, right? Yeah, that's bullshit. I'm finna tell you why, right? In a marriage, is this wife married to herself? Who's she married to? Answer the question. Who is she married to?
Who?
A wife.
She's married to her husband.
She's married to her husband. So she will not be a wife if she did not have a husband.
Correct.
They are not married. Those two become a couple, a married couple, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The husband does not deserve to have happiness in his home.
I never said that.
Right?
I never said that.
So I'm saying get rid of that phrase altogether. Happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I like that one.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Okay.
Because at the end, I'm sorry, baby. Because at the end of the day, both of us deserve to have our happiness, right? Now, what I will say this. Most of the time, if the man is worth his salt, he's going to do whatever is necessary to make sure that his wife is happy.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And his and him seeing that his wife is happy should bring him some form of happiness.
Right.
Right? Because he's the one who provided that shit for her. Right? But we live in a society now where a lot of these new age wives are only seeking their happiness and not trying to provide happiness for the person that they are married to. Right? But what's even more fucked up than that is that you have a lot of these new age wives who are trying to instill their ideology onto motherfuckers that's been married for 20 years.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now it becomes a problem because you've been with me for 30 years and you want to try to sit here and do some new shit because your friend who been married since lunchtime today gonna sit here and try to tell you how fucking marriage is supposed to go. Bitch, you've been married for 3 hours.
Lord.
You've been married. I mean, but come on. It's if you're looking to build a home, are you going to go and get a person who's been a carpenter and has his own business and has been successful in his business for 20 years? Or are you going to get someone who just barely graduated from carpentry school yesterday?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with old boy.
You're gonna have to go with old boy, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these people are getting their advice from motherfuckers who ain't cut their teeth in the game.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't cut their teeth in the game. Or you got on the flip side, right? And my wife will tell you this. I'm not making this up. I'm someone who I don't bite my tongue for nobody.
No.
Right?
Really?
Watch this.
Really?
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. When we was living in Virginia, my mama's birthday, it was her 45th birthday, I believe it was. She'd never been on a plane before. I flew her to Virginia. It's her first time at our apartment, first time in our house as a married couple, right? She comes to my house and she tells me the first day that she gets there that she don't like the way that certain stuff is set up in my house. She don't like the way that, because when we first got to Virginia, I am the only person that's working in my house. My wife is at home. My wife knows what time I get off work. When I get off work, when I walk in the door, my wife got my food ready. Right? My mama didn't like that. Right? And my mama voiced her opinion. But she voiced it to the wrong child. Because I told my mom, I said, Mama, when I lived in your house, I followed your rules. I picked you up from the airport yesterday. You ain't supposed to go home until next week. You can go home tomorrow with that attitude.
Oh, wow.
You can go home tomorrow. I can take you to the airport tomorrow.
Right.
Right? my wife was perplexed that I was talking to my mama this way, right?
Mhm.
But I'm also looking at shit because I even said to her, even now, she would try to, I would listen to her because you all want to take advice from your elders, but I can't take advice from someone who has failed,
Right.
regardless of who
can't,
that
yeah.
person is.
Yeah, you really
Me
can't.
and my wife have been married longer than my mama's marriages and my father's marriages
Mhm.
combined,
Correct.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This February will make 20 years.
Yeah, you've been out the
Right.
game for a long time.
Why you still got to put so many O's on that bitch, though? You know,
But you
yes,
should be proud of that.
yeah. But the thing that I want to bring home is this: is like, yes, I understand that some of these people are elders,
Mhm.
right? But that don't mean that you are elder statesman in this particular genre of life,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You could give me so much advice about being old. You can give me so much advice about going to the doctor, all this other stuff. But in terms of relationships, in terms of marriage, ain't nothing you can tell me. I have to get my counsel from, if I'm married for 20 years, I need to get counsel from motherfuckers that been married 30.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I also have to understand that I have people that I have been friends with that have been married about the same amount of time as I have been married.
Okay.
But
So what you saying is I need to move to Mississippi, and I
No.
can find me a good man
no,
that's been
No.
that'll be
no,
no,
no.
that's not.
Oh, you.
Oh,
Oh,
well, that
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let's touch on that. Turn back around. Turn back around.
wow.
Do you remember what part of Mississippi these motherfuckers was from? What part of Mississippi? Who? Mount Olive. Them motherfuckers ain't shit. Let me just tell you that off the boss. Them motherfuckers ain't shit. Hey, I know you know where the other motherfucker was from? You can't remember that motherfucker. Hey, it's your fault. You fuck with Mount Olive. You know what? And here's the thing. And it's your fault. But you didn't know. You can't fuck with motherfuckers from Mississippi that have, like, if the city got two names. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying if the city they from got two names, Mount Olive, Mount Bayou, you know what I'm saying? Minna City. You can't fuck with motherfuckers from two city names. Nuh-uh. Them motherfuckers ain't worth a damn. It'll be a motherfuckers ain't worth a damn. You know what I'm talking about? But I digress. Right. Oh, you have any other question?
No, I'm still trying to figure out how I could be married to.
Mhm.
To the day I die. Like
You know,
we've been married a long time.
But you know what though? The truth of the matter is this, right?
Mhm.
And I'm talking about you.
Well, first off, I gotta probably leave the house off.
Yeah, I'm talking about you,
Uh-huh.
right? I'm not saying a person your age. I'm not saying a person. I'm talking about you because I know you, right? No.
I ain't
She ain't old at all. What I'm saying is people are going to have to understand the psyche of who you are,
Mhm.
and they have to be able to understand how to be able to appreciate your uniqueness.
Okay.
Right.
So you know me
Right.
well enough, so I'm a good person.
Yes.
And I you know that I'm a good person. And I give the shirt
Right.
off my back,
Right.
but I also tell the truth.
Right. But see, that's the issue at hand with my phone vibrate. The issue at hand with you is that there are so many layers to you. A person doesn't know which you they're going to get at any given time. They have to be able to understand that motherfucker could pop out right now, and 10 minutes later, it'll be a whole nother motherfucker. Right? That's just real shit, right?
So you said I had mood swings?
No, there's a difference between mood swing. You know how some people, you finna get ready to slap me, right?
Oh, Lord.
there are some people who have mood swings, and there are some people that are just completely different people, right?
Okay.
You have like split personality disorder,
Really?
right?
So you
She-
saying I'm crazy?
Look at your girl. Look at your girl. Look
Oh,
at,
yeah. Hilarious.
look at your girl. It's true, right? It is. It is true. You have right, right, right,
Okay.
and
Y'all see. Okay. I
and
got
and the other part of it is like there's that like even with me, right?
you.
There's so many different layers to me, but I don't display all of my layers at once. All of your shit is on display, right? A person could be sitting there in a conversation with you, and they could get professional you, they could get crazy you, they could get church you, they could get hood you in 10 minutes. They can get all that shit in 10 minutes. Right.
Wait, what?
Because they finna get Decatur. Huh. Fuck what you heard. They finna get Decatur. Yeah. They finna get Decatur.
No, not all the time, Silas. It depends on how they rub me the wrong way.
Decatur done been here at least twice since we've been alive.
No, it has not.
There's been bits and pieces. I'm telling you, you don't always see it because you've been dealing with this for over 40 years, right?
Woo, then you done put the 40 out there. Oh.
Over 42. I could talk about her.
But I did just have a birthday. I
Right.
am 48. I don't look like it. I look better than some of these 20-something-year-olds. Body wise, too. Mm. So what you saying?
I'm saying that is a wonderful coat.
You know what? I push up on Coco.
But what
what
I'm saying is there's a special person, a blessed person that is going to come into your life that understands that there are different layers to you, and they're going to be able to know how to deal with each and every one of those layers. She just gonna open it up right at the microphone too.
Sorry.
The motherfucker rattling shit.
You want one?
Hell yeah, fuck you mean? Hey, let me be like her right quick with her old ass. But there's a special person that is going, because here's the thing, and I think that one of the things that I have, one of the gifts that I have, is I can see so much in people that they don't always see about themselves. I can always find good traits about people, and if given time, I could place this person with the person that they need to be with. Right? I can see greatness in her that she don't see in herself. There's so much good shit with her. Right? She's kind of hard to fucking read.
That's because she don't talk.
That's because she don't do much.
She don't talk.
She don't talk. She don't do shit. You know what I'm talking about?
But when she get mad, she get them eyes get big.
And see, that's the shit that's scary, because with her motherfucking ass, let's talk about her. Let's stop talking about you. Let's get on her motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
The issue with her.
You know how many times she done been mad at me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot. She
You know
probably
what?
wanted to push me over a couple of times.
I'm gonna tell you about her ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good ass candy.
I know. I put it in my pocket. It done got melted. Too.
Yeah.
Got a whole handful.
Yeah. I'll tell you about her
I
ass,
got
right?
some gummy bears too.
I don't fuck with that shit.
I don't know where they went though.
Right
Oh, they
there.
right here. They a little hard.
I don't fuck with that shit.
They a little hard.
But with her, she
But we gotta find a girl. Like honestly, being single is hard out here. I'm
Okay.
guessing.
okay.
Because you got to think like with, excuse me, honestly with us that's here, we go out, but we don't. If that makes sense, like we'll go out to eat because we're greedy, and then we like to hang with our girlfriends,
Right.
And then we go home. And like one of my friends told me, she was like, nigga, how you gonna meet somebody? You want them to break into your house?
I was just about to say that the only way you're gonna find somebody if the goddamn DoorDash motherfucker come to the door.
I don't
Right.
do DoorDash no more because that's too expensive.
Right. But here the
So I go out
the
to
thing,
get food.
the dating pool is gonna get smaller and smaller, but you have to change where you go and look. Right.
I mean, where would you even start? Like, honestly,
I gotta. You want to know where I can tell you to go?
where? I'm almost scared. To the grocery store?
No.
Oh. Because I
Okay.
stay there.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
That's what you saying.
But what I'm saying is, for somebody like you,
Mhm.
not you. How old are you? Are you over 40?
She right there.
You right there?
She right there.
Well, not you either. But for you, you looking in the wrong goddamn places. Your ass need to be on Saturday mornings
I'll be
and
at work.
Sunday mornings.
Bingo.
Goddamn old.
Dog.
You need to be at Home Depot. You need to be at Lowe's. You need to be at motherfucking Tractor Supply.
Mm-mm.
You need to be because I'm think about this. Number one, see, you still young. You still got time to do a whole lot of shit, right? You want somebody that's already established.
Mhm.
You want somebody that you can build with,
No,
right?
I actually want somebody who's strong because they got to deal with me,
Right. But
and at the same time, they got to be strong. And I don't like them clingy, if that makes sense, because I do like to be by myself. Like,
that's what
and
that's that see,
and I get bored easily.
but
So if you call and you want to talk, and honestly, I don't want to be on the phone like that as it is. So even with that, I'm just difficult.
yeah, the beginning you gotta give.
I mean, I do,
You gotta have that growing phase without learning each other.
but that's the kicker. Every time I give somebody a chance, in all honesty, I give them a chance, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna break my pride down, and I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call. We talk. Okay, cool. Then we start talking. Shut up, Johanny. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I don't want to talk no more because you do something. I look for red flags, and
Okay, so
I see red flags. If
Okay.
I see something I don't like, then my attention is like, yeah, I'm good.
you just said something that was a red flag for me, right?
Yeah, I am.
You just said something that was a red flag for me, and you may not have meant it,
Mhm.
but you said that you look for red flags.
Well, I don't necessarily look.
Yeah, that's what you said,
I know what I said,
right?
but what I'm saying is no. Like, okay, for instance, I
Okay.
always go by actions.
Mm-hmm.
So you could talk to me all day and you could tell me what you're gonna do, and guess what? When you say something, I listen, I hear it, and I observe. And when I don't see it, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is a bunch of mess. You just telling me what you think I want to hear, because actions do speak louder than words. So if you like me and you're saying that you like me and you're saying that we're going to do this, like, okay, I want to see you this amount of time, and then that never comes into play, I'm like, I'm one of them. I sit back and I watch you. I'm an observer. So I watch everything, even though people think I don't pay attention, I pay a lot of attention. So when I see that you're not following up with your actions,
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust that. I don't believe that anymore, because you're telling me what you think I want to hear. I need for you to put actions into that. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying,
Okay.
and I agree with 60% of it.
Okay.
The other 40% is some bullshit, right? And it's some
No,
bull.
because Natasha said it as well. Actions speak louder than words.
Natasha's some bullshit too, right?
What?
Right?
But that's what we were always taught. My grandmother taught me that.
Okay. I'm not gonna say your grandma was bullshit.
Because you got to remember,
that's wrong.
my grandma was married to my grandpa
Right.
forever.
Right.
And everything he said, he did.
Right. Right. Thank you, baby.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Because I didn't know if I was.
And you
gonna
know
have
what?
to
And
learn
I
this.
saw it like 30 seconds ago because it was building. It was sitting there. It was
Don't make me drink this.
that motherfucker was coagulating. Hey, bro, it's a chair up under that couch over there. You want to get it? It's one of these old chairs over there.
Oh, pumpkin chocolate.
Yeah, but and
So what's
I'm
the
saying-
BS?
I'm
I want to
saying
hear what
the-
the 40%
the
BS.
bullshit has nothing to do with the story. The bullshit has to do with the person, right?
Mhm.
And that's you, right? You, and I'm saying this because you know that you can be a handful, right? You know that you can be a handful, but I don't think you realize how much of a handful that is, right? This one right here, right?
Mhm.
This I'm finna talk about you for a minute, producer. This one right here, on the surface, she's difficult,
Mhm.
but she's really not.
Yeah, I know. She's just a squishy.
You know, and that's the thing.
Alright.
This one right here is there's a very hard exterior, but she's a fucking teddy bear.
Mhm. She
Right?
is.
She don't want motherfuckers to know that she's a
She's
teddy
a
bear.
sweetheart, and she'll
You
Oh,
are the exact opposite.
No, I beg to differ.
You are the fuck you are. Fuck out of here. Fuck you are. You have, when people look at you, they can assume that she's a softie. They can assume that, but the minute you open up your mouth, and the minute that a person tries to get down into your core to see who you are, they have to work through too many layers. They have to do too much shit
You're right.
to try to figure you out. And in the process of trying to figure you out, some of those people either they hit a brick wall or they turn around and they make that exit. Right
You're right.
now,
Hey, you're right. 100%.
the issue is the right person. Let's back up to her for just 1 minute because I want to make this correlation. Right, there's this hard exterior, right, that she has.
Mhm.
You can break that hard exterior with a motherfucking chisel.
Mhm.
Once you get past that chisel, but with her, she is going to give you the hammer, but she won't give you the chisel,
Mhm.
right? Once you get past that, you're good. You ain't got to work too hard once you get in there.
Mhm.
You allow people access to you, but once they have access, they have to work too hard. They don't need a hammer and a chisel. These motherfuckers need an electric jackhammer. Some of these people, jackhammer's not strong enough to get to the core of who you are, right? And some people, they give up, right?
Mhm.
Now, those that give up, that's on them, right? Because even once you get past, because I can see past that shit that you got, that hard shit.
Mhm.
There's a great woman that's inside you.
Mhm.
Motherfucker got to get deep in that motherfucker to get to that motherfucker.
Yeah, but you gotta understand where that comes from.
Right.
You know,
What-
like I was with somebody for I don't know a while, and he'll probably see this later.
Was you with somebody for a long time? I put
No,
some
I was
O's on.
with my
Oh,
ex-husband
okay.
for.
'Cause I just want to put some O's on you, like you've been putting O's on me.
No,
all the
I
time.
dated him for about 5 years.
Okay.
Honestly, and he'll know, and I hate to put that there because I know I'm gonna hear about it later. But I felt like I was head over heels, and he taught me a lot of life lessons for sure.
Right.
And actually, he had gotten into a motorcycle accident, and I went well over, like I nursed him back to health.
Right.
And guess what? He will tell you to this day, like he will tell you the truth.
Right.
And I did that, but in the same instance, after he was healed, he went back to doing unnecessary stuff to where I just was like, nope, I'm done. And I couldn't deal with it anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And that I mean, I was already hard from the jump. I mean, I'm not going to put that. I was always tough. It is what it is. But I think that kind of did a lot that I didn't want to admit to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm admitting to it now. It did do a lot to where I'm just like, I see something I don't like, and I'm like, yeah, this is why I like being by myself. And I don't have to face it, I guess.
Right.
But once, like you said, once someone if I open up to you, that means you have a special place in my heart.
Right, right.
If I tell you I miss you or something like that, you have a special place in my heart because I'm not that type of person.
Right.
And like you said, when I am with somebody, like I go all in. I'm there.
I wholeheartedly.
Yeah, like I put my heart is on my sleeve, but it takes a lot.
Right. It does. And see, that's the issue. Well, not the issue. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
When a man gets to you, and he's past all of those layers, he's there. He knows that he's there, but what happens with us as men, not just you, but when we get to that spot where we know that we are at a place that she has not allowed too many people to be, we forget that we had to work to get there. But we also have to remember that we have to fucking work to stay there.
Yeah.
Right? We have to work to stay there. And I realized that maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, that nigga, you don't stop working at your relationship.
Right.
You have to keep putting in their work. And these people that deal with you, now I'm talking about you, the people that deal with you, they may feel that they have to do too much work on the front end, right? They have to do too much work on the front end, and if that's what they feel, they don't need to be in your life.
Okay.
Because the work never stops; it gets harder. You talking to a motherfucker who's damn near 20 years married. We've been together 22 years. Motherfucker, I'm still working. Fuck you mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still working. You know what I'm saying? And it's now it does get easier. It does get easy. What happened?
Oh wow.
Oh, let's put that on the screen. Do you care to? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Okay, well we'll take them off screen, right?
Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah. But I think like that comment was, yep, she's going to be single. What people don't realize is I'm not upset that I'm single. I'm not hating that I'm single. I'm okay because I'm in the era where I had to learn how to love myself. Right. And it took over 40 years for me to figure that out.
Right.
And you can't be in a relationship if you don't love yourself, because how can you love somebody else and you can't even love yourself? So I'm there now.
You know, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, especially men. Fuck the women for right now. Let me talk to the men for a minute. We have a big problem as men. We are taught so much that we have to pour into our women and love our women and protect our women and take care of our women, do all those things. We don't know how to do none of that shit for ourselves. When you get ready to go on a trip, you go book a flight to fly. I don't give a fuck if you flying from here to Dubai, you flying from here to Savannah, right? When you get on that motherfucking flight, that flight attendant is gonna tell you, in the event of some fucked up shit with the plane, some shit gonna fall out the sky. put your own shit on first before you try to help the motherfucker next to you.
Correct.
Right? You have to learn how to love yourself before you can love another motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn how to take care of yourself before you can take care of another motherfucker.
Correct.
And so, men, I'm talking to y'all specifically. When you are trying to get into relationships, and I'm looking dead at y'all motherfuckers right now. When you are trying to get into relationships with people, right? And I'm saying with people because you got some men out here that want to date other men. I don't give a fuck. You have to learn how to love yourself. If you can't love yourself, how the fuck you gonna teach another motherfucker how to love you? Bitch, you don't know how to love yourself.
Tell them.
I don't need your amen corner right now. These niggas need to hear this shit. You have to learn how to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you're gonna disrespect the shit out of the person that you trying to love.
And hurt
Because they don't know how to love you because you don't know how to love your own whole ass.
Mm-hmm. And you're going
Okay,
to hurt
now-
them.
Yeah.
And then they're going to end up being hardened, so to
Right.
say,
Right.
as I am.
Right.
And it's not that I'm hardened like everybody thinks I do. I'm just a strong-willed woman. That's what people don't realize. I got divorced and I had to raise my kids by myself, which made me harder because I had to be strong not only for myself but for my kids.
Right.
I didn't get any help. Their dad wasn't there. And my kids would tell you, I was not one of those women that, oh, you don't want to do this, I'm taking you to court for child support. I've never done that. You don't want to pay? Hey, I'll figure it out. And that's exactly what I did. I'm just laid back, and yeah, I may be a little bit harder, but that's just who I am. I mean,
You know what?
I
though?
had to raise myself. Like,
It's crazy too because it's like so I'm laughing because I'm laughing at a conversation I had with my wife, right?
mhm.
My wife is she don't like to be on camera with this shit that I be talking about simply because my wife is like a professional and she can't always get caught up with shit that I say
Mhm.
because she can fuck around and lose her job. I fuck my job. I don't give a fuck, right? I'm just saying, right? But the thing is that my wife has been, I don't even say my wife's name. I always talk about her, but I don't even say her name, right?
Mhm.
My wife has been on like the Good Morning Atlanta shows and shit like that for all of the work that she does in the community and shit like that. So I don't want to fuck up her shit. But there's a side to my wife that a whole lot of people don't get to see. I put a bunch of O's on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know
you
that?
did. You
Right.
did. You did.
And one of the things that we laugh about is like my wife, I tell her almost everything. Almost, right? But like I tell her about some motherfuckers that I work with, right? Right? And she knows because when motherfuckers like for real hit on me at work, I let her know about it. Right?
As you should.
Yeah, huh?
Huh?
Motherfucker.
Oh. She really went there, didn't she?
Flat forehead ass motherfucker sitting up here talking about me. Damn triangle nose ass motherfucker.
For everybody that didn't hear her, she said, "Who hits on you?"
Yeah, she didn't say that. She said, "Ooh, gross." Right. But you know, I
Oh,
laugh.
y'all made my stomach
I
hurt.
laugh with my wife about that, and it's like my wife is.
No, but for real, who
But
hits
so-
on you?
We can talk off camera.
Okay.
We can talk off camera.
But now I want to know.
We can talk off camera.
Okay.
But my wife is real professional. But
Okay.
motherfuckers have to understand. Motherfuckers don't know that my wife, as professional as she is, my wife is from the 9th Ward of New Orleans.
Oh, she gonna run up through there.
Right? My wife is from the 9th Ward of New Orleans. And so from time to time, she even said it, was it today or yesterday? I know some of them hold down there. I'm like, wait a minute, when I hear the shit, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like I'm just had to share that because it was in front of my mind, right? But there's there's something to be said about understanding who your mate is, right?
Mhm.
Understanding who your mate is. And it's so funny that well, it's not funny. It's a gift that I have
Mhm.
that I can see the core of who you are, who you are, and who he is. I can see the parts of y'all that I like. I can see some parts of y'all that I don't like.
Mhm.
And huh?
She want to know what.
Oh, okay. I can see the parts of y'all that I like. I see the parts of y'all that I don't like, and I can make a determination if I want to fuck with y'all or not. Right?
Yeah.
If I don't want to fuck with
I
y'all,
remember the first day I met you, you came hard. I was like,
yeah,
Lord.
I don't give a fuck.
And gave me a whole nickname
Yeah, I
in
don't give
2
a fuck.
hours.
I don't give a
I
fuck.
remember when
You know what? You done went too far. Go
Yeah,
ahead and
yeah.
continue.
We'll talk
you
about that
remember
later. We'll talk about that later. Right. But the thing is that you have to look at who you are and understand that I don't want you to change a goddamn thing about you.
Mhm.
But what I do want you to do is I want you to acknowledge that there are some difficulties that other people may have to encounter when dealing with you, and just have a little more patience. Patience is one of your biggest fucking problems.
Yeah.
You need to have, and I don't like again, don't change a damn thing about you. Just practice more patience, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like there's a rapper that I love. His name is Sugar Free, right?
Mhm.
Sugar Free used to be a pimp. He from Pomona, California. Oh, I'd say used to be a pimp. He probably still pimping, right?
I was about to
Right.
say.
But Sugar Free said, I once asked the Lord for a hoe. He said no, so I stole one and asked for forgiveness. Right?
Mhm.
I'm finna make that shit relate to you, right? Your ass don't have patience, right? If some shit don't go the way you want,
About.
you get up out of there, right? You need to ask the Lord for some patience, right? And stop trying to steal moments that ain't for you, right? Sugar Free was just man, fuck that. I'm just gonna steal a hoe, right? And ask for forgiveness because the Lord forgives everybody, right?
Uh-huh.
You need to practice some patience with people. Don't practice it with everybody because everybody don't deserve your motherfucking time.
See?
Don't practice it with everybody, and you are at the age where you can determine if this person is worth your time or if that person is worth your time. You may not be able to right now, right? Because you. Simply because you just ain't had enough rotations around the sun. You know what I'm saying? You ain't old enough yet. Your ass is old enough to know
Yeah, I do.
with your old ass.
Wait a minute. What y'all not gonna do is keep saying that I'm old.
You older than me?
I mean, you almost have a 100.
A year, Silas?
I'm still 46.
No, you are not.
My birthday ain't hit yet. I'm still 46. You need my goddamn ID? Fuck is you talking about?
Oh hell.
Yeah, with your old ass.
It's still technically a year.
I can't see that. I ain't got my reading glasses on.
Just because you old. You know what I'm saying? But but that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Just practicing patience. And I think that one of the things that once you hit over 45, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that we don't have patience for.
Yeah.
There and for a lot of us, there's issues that we have that we start to hit that midlife crisis like, okay, I have probably lived more now than I'm going to live in the future. Right?
Yeah.
Especially with men, right?
Uh-huh.
I may not see another 46 years.
Right.
So now I have to make the best of the time that I have now.
That's
But what we can't do is just decrease the quality of our desires because of the quantity of our days.
mm-hmm.
That nigga, I just spit some bars right then. I spit some bars right then. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You still have to go out here and live with as much quantity of your life, with quality of your life.
Mhm. Okay, so you saying I have to work on my patience. So
Yes.
when I hear now, I get hit on quite a bit.
Right.
So when I hear certain things and I know it's bull, I'm supposed to practice patience with that.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
okay.
no, 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 no. If you see some shit and you know it's bullshit, don't waste your time on it.
Yeah, because
But what I am saying, if you see some shit that looks promising,
uh-huh.
you don't see any red flag,
Hmm.
right? You the minute that you see a hiccup, not a red flag, a
Yeah.
hiccup. When you see a hiccup, your ass is goddamn turning around the other way. You've been driving on 20 all time with this motherfucker. You say, oh, a hiccup. Let me get on 285 right quick. This motherfucker ain't worth my
Yeah.
goddamn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I
There's a lot of people that you're going to encounter at over 40, because we ain't gonna say your age no more, right?
I'm proud to be 48.
Okay.
I
Well,
am 48. I said that. I'm proud.
there's a lot of things that you're going to encounter at 48 years old that you know
Wait a
ain't
minute.
worth
I
your
ain't
time.
told you to say 48 though. That just didn't sound right coming out your mouth. It didn't sit well in my spirit.
Yeah, man, you know what? You need to have patience with learning to accept other folks gonna call you almost 50.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Half of 100.
Half of 100. God damn.
You know what? I ain't got patience for this. I ain't got no patience.
But
at
that's
all.
the thing. You have to understand. You can see when some shit is some bullshit.
Yeah.
And when you see some shit is some bullshit, just leave that alone. But just because you see a hiccup, don't mean that it's the end all be all. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
So basically,
because
I
just
gotta
think
give
about,
people a chance.
you know, and that's the thing. And I don't think that what I'm saying is unreasonable, right? Because think about yourself. There are some days that you just have a bad day,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker might be having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
And because he had a bad day, you done cut this motherfucker off.
Okay. Now, when you say it like that, that makes me think.
Yeah,
that is-
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's not just relationships. Motherfuckers have bad days at work. Motherfuckers have bad days at the grocery store.
And do.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker could leave their house and get into a car accident, you know, and it couldn't, a car accident is just fucking fender bender. It ain't nothing, you ain't hurt your body. You still all in one piece, got all your teeth and everything. But you can't let that one thing fuck up the rest of your life.
Mhm.
Just let that be a bad day. You know what I'm saying? And because I can look at my house, right?
Mhm.
If I'm having a bad day with my wife, because I know I get on her motherfucking nerve,
Man, you get on my nerves.
right?
So I know I get my head.
I know I get on her nerves, and sometimes when I get on her nerves, I know that if she get in the car and leave and she be gone for a while, she's just trying to get, you know,
Yeah.
before she had to say some shit she don't want to say.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get the fuck out of her way so I don't say some shit, because if she says some shit, she gonna say it. But if I say some shit again, I'm petty. So I'm gonna take it to the basement of hell. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you're supposed to get in the car.
Nah. She fucked up, but I got to leave.
Yeah.
Man, fuck y'all. Fuck both of y'all.
What?
Fuck both of y'all. I said it with my chest, nickel.
Really?
Yeah. Because here's the thing, right? I believe that you have to, everything that you have to do it fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm married to this young lady right here.
Well, she gave you the big eye.
Yeah, she did. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, and then she looking at now. Oh.
What the hell they got going on over there? If I'm married to her and she is upset at me,
Mm-hmm.
I got to leave the house until she cool.
Well, and
she the one with the problem.
well, I'm probably, if it was me, I'm gonna leave the house because what gets me like calms my mind. I get in my car, I
Right.
put my music up loud, I sing like I'm Mariah Carey, even though I can't sing.
Amen and hallelujah.
But I come back and I'm in a better spirit.
Right. But see, that's the other part of it for me. I look at shit and because most of the times men don't get mad until a woman is mad.
Right.
Right. So if she mad at me, she gonna say some shit that's gonna make me mad. So in order for her to not make me mad, she just needs to fucking leave until she calm down. So that she can think logically, right? So that she can get her motherfucking words together. Because if she don't get her words together, my words is gonna be worse than her words. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna call you out your name.
Okay.
But what I am gonna do is, y'all motherfuckers know, I'm gonna voice my opinion. My opinion is not popular. I'm gonna say what the fuck I got to say, and you might not like it. So tread lightly when dealing with me. Tread motherfucking lightly.
But that could be for anybody.
I mean, that could be for anybody, but specifically for me.
Well, ain't nobody scared of you.
I don't want to be scared. I want to be ready, be prepared. Like Lion King Scar, be prepared.
I am prepared.
Yeah, prepared to get this motherfucking action.
Yeah, I try him all the time.
Yeah.
He ain't
I wish y'all could see my producer. She's sitting up here sleep like a motherfucker.
Sleep with her eyes closed.
Sleep with her eyes closed,
with
sitting
her
straight
arms-
up with her arm sitting crossed. Her arm sitting right on top of her titties because they can't reach her stomach because she got way too many titties.
You know what?
She got way too many titties. They saw her titties the first time when she came. Remember when we opened the show last time? She put her titties dead on my forehead, on my head. Huh? Yeah, we do have
And
to
then
read.
he over there get y'all like that type of subject, huh?
I love titties.
Let's talk about that next episode 3.
Talk about what? Your titties?
Titties and ass.
Dude, why? I can't even talk.
What are you trying to say? Are you having a seizure over here?
Yes, I am. So y'all, they want to do a whole show, the next show next Thursday, hopefully at 8:30. You know where we work.
Oh,
at.
time out. Put this on the screen.
What?
They're talking about producer. That's the first thing you see. Titties, titties, titties.
I know you did not put that on the screen.
She said it. I didn't say it. She typed it.
You know what? So I'm guessing if y'all want next Thursday to be just about what is
Titties and ass.
titties
Titties
and
and ass.
behind. Really? Are they gonna
Ass.
be fake or real? Or what no, I don't want to say ass.
You said it.
Yeah. We can talk about. We can talk about.
No,
this
we
too.
are not
We-
talking about that.
We can have just a small section to talk about a great big part of society. Titties and asses.
That is not.
I got titties and asses on the wall right here.
Yeah, we could talk about the difference between natural.
Yeah, because this is
Well, we could talk about natural and because but that the natural and the BBLs. I mean, those are hard.
Next episode.
The naturals are soft. So.
Next episode.
there's some BBLs that's
And how would you know? Because you've been out the game a long time.
I've been out the game. Let me tell you something. You know what? And see, because again,
Oh, Natasha.
oh wait a minute. Wait a minute. I had to put that up there. I had to put it up.
I want you to know, Natasha, I have lost weight.
You may have lost weight, but you
Shut
might not have lost. Yeah, you may have lost
Y'all
weight.
get on my nerves. Woo.
Yeah,
And
matter,
then
of fact, matter of fact, next week, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have TNA, right? You're going to be the T?
No,
And your
I'm
ass
not
gonna be the
being-
A.
No, I'm not being no A.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
T and A.
No.
And
I'm gonna wear a crop top. Just kidding.
she thinks she finna escape this
I'm
conversation.
just trying to figure out how say every curse word known to man, but you refuse.
You couldn't even curse
Because
like that.
I'm a lady.
With a whole lot of ass.
That's cause
She a lady with a whole lot of ass.
I am not. I have lost weight.
You may have lost weight again.
you ain't lost stomach weight.
You probably lost stomach weight. You probably lost one of your necks, but you ain't lost no
I ain't
ass.
never had no two necks. I ain't never had no two necks. See, he done went too damn far now. I ain't never had two necks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But
Yeah.
I
Okay, yeah.
She can't even. You know when your ass big when you can't even say that I got a big ass. She can't even admit it.
it's real.
You know what the problem is? See, how tall are you?
5'2".
She's 5'2". When she sit down, she's 5'8". She got so much ass, she get taller when she sit down, folks.
He lied.
We look about the same height, nigga. I am 6 feet even. I'm 6 feet even, and when we sit down, we the same height. Oh, what? Put that on.
Natasha, you gonna do me like that?
Cold blooded.
Wow. I thought we were better than that.
Let me get her. Tasha, don't do my cold.
Please.
Don't do her like that. Especially since you scared to come down here and be in here with us. Since you scared. And you know, well, never mind. We ain't gonna talk about your ass until you come in here, because when she come in here, we gonna talk about her ass.
Yeah, because see, now my feelings hurt.
Yeah, you done hurt her feeling.
Just a little bit.
Silence what feeling?
What?
Hello.
I got feelings.
You must have left the feelings that you got in your other
ass in this neighborhood.
April Fool.
Like that, I mean,
April Fool.
I do cry now.
When was the last time you cried? And not a happy cry.
I don't do happy cry.
Okay, so when was the last time you cried?
Let me think. When my auntie died.
Okay, so let's make it not about death.
So you just saying cry out of the blue?
No, like you might have got your feelings hurt. You might have broke up with somebody.
Be hurt.
I mean, but when was the last time you cried?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest, and y'all better not say nothing because y'all know I don't share my feelings like that.
you gonna lie.
I'm not lying. I was hurt. I was hurt. I didn't cry, but I was hurt. I was hurt on the inside. My little heart got broke because I had my eye on somebody, and I ain't heard from them. So I was in my little feelings and see.
Okay,
She
so
didn't cry.
she didn't cry, but let's not.
I thought about it.
Nigga, you thought about crying. Nigga, you either cry or you don't. You don't think about it.
I admitted that I have feelings.
Right. And I understand that you have feelings. I'm not cold. I'm not cold blooded to say that you don't have feelings.
I just think I'm trying to think.
But what I am saying is that for most people, it doesn't take as much for most people to get to the level of hurt that it would take for you to get to.
Because now I'm trying to figure out when I did cry the last
Right.
time.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but that's the
I
other.
almost cried today when I broke my nail.
We're not talking about. Let's put that down. Let's put that down. Right. Nigga. Right. But but because like it's when we're talking about emotions and shit like that, right?
But I do have emotions.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Everybody has emotions.
And I do cry.
But you can't remember the last time you cried.
I told you when my eye died.
Right, but that shit don't count. Everybody cried around death, right?
No, that's not necessary.
Well, that's not true because my dad had been dead for 4 years. I've yet to shed a single tear.
There you
Right.
have it.
But like, I know that she can cry. Right. She, she is kind of hard to read, right?
Mhm.
Because I don't think that she really like this is what I believe. I believe that she is the type of person who gets in her feelings way too much
Mhm.
and overreacts with shit, right?
Now that's you, ma'am.
Right? Because I feel like
Mhm. And Natasha,
okay.
I do cry. Natasha,
Like-
I cry.
like I got your phone number, right? I got your phone number, right? I got his phone number, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't have her phone number,
Oh yeah.
right? Now, what I do believe is that if I were somebody who were to converse with her on a regular basis,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna piss her off because it's just who I am.
Yeah.
But when I piss you off, you're gonna hang up on me and like, man, I'll call this nigga tomorrow, right? I ain't to get mad with her.
Oh no, she gonna hold a grudge.
She gonna hold a grudge. This motherfucker finna goddamn
Yes.
that block me off of everything,
Yes.
social media, everything.
Yes,
Right.
She done blocked me. She done blocked me.
She didn't get it back. She's still my friend.
Yeah, when I say I done made her mad, I done said some stuff. Y'all know I don't think. Okay, for people that don't know me, I say stuff, and sometimes I speak before I think.
Right.
Well, I've done that with
With
my
her ass.
friend. Yes.
With her ass.
And she was mad, but she didn't say it to me. She didn't say, Tanika, you made me mad. You pissed me off. I was expecting her to come hard because I already had in my head what I was going to say back. She
Right.
didn't say nothing. And it messed me up.
But see, here's the thing, right? Because it's
Next thing I
It's-
know,
it's-
I tried to send this heifer a message, and we wasn't even friends no more.
right. But
Said,
but because not check this out, because I'm gonna tell you who I used to be, right?
Mhm.
Especially at the time when I was hoeing, that shit right
You
there,
was a hoe?
one of the biggest. Fuck you mean?
I don't believe it.
Shit. We fuck the titties and ass. Next week we talking about all of my hostcapades.
No.
Right.
Because I already heard one, and I
Right.
don't want to hear it no more.
But
No.
It gotta be wife approved though. If it ain't wife approved,
Yes.
my wife know all of them.
Oh,
you can know it all, but that don't mean she wants you to tell it all.
Yeah, because they don't. They don't involve her. So what the fuck she care?
I don't want to hear about how his leg, he had to slap his leg. I don't want to hear none of that.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
No.
Why you say it? 'Cause
No.
you gonna tell live anyway.
But fuck that. Let me get on her ass first, right? But back in the day, that kind of shit would have been the kind of shit that would have just attracted me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that with her, there is no gray area. Either I fuck with you or I don't.
Mm.
And when I don't, I don't. And when I'm ready to fuck with you again, I'll be ready to fuck with you. It ain't no, you made me mad, da 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 da. Bitch, you cut off. So she done cut me off. And when she ready to cut me back on, I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, drop some meat off, and goddamn, when she goddamn get mad because I done gave to meet somebody else, she'll cut me back on.
Oh.
When she wants some more meat, she'll cut me back on.
Lord.
That's kind of shit I wanted right there. And if I could goddamn time my shit right, well, I could have her turned off and then have this other motherfucker turned on. And then motherfucker, I'm always getting, I'm telling you, that's the way that shit had to work.
And you know what's
Meat
crazy?
gonna stay wet. Fuck what you talking about. Me, I ain't never gonna have the Dusty Dick Award. Because I know how to time my shit right.
Silence.
I'm just saying.
Don't say no more.
I'm just saying. But now, you know what? No. Oh, you know what? I can't. No. You talking about the slap of the leg shit?
Oh, God.
Wait. No. I can't. I'm not gonna tell that story because that motherfucker might be watching. I'm gonna wait for her approval. I'm gonna wait for her approval to tell the motherfucking story. Right?
Y'all help me.
But when she give me the matter of fact,
No.
No.
Next episode.
yeah, I'm talking about for the next episode. I'm gonna make sure I send her a message. You know what I'm saying? So I can goddamn be on it. Cause Lord, that shit was funny. But man, we've
And
been
then next week, I'm gonna have a lot of questions there. 'Cause now in my head, it's a lot, you know.
yeah.
I overthink, so I'm overthinking in my head. I'm making scenarios.
When you cut off, I need to know this.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, we got hey, ladies and gentlemen,
Hold
thank
on,
you.
wait, hold on.
I'm talking about we finna shut this shit off and say the whole shit.
Okay, well,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been wonderful.
Oh Lord, this.
Oh shit.
So guys,
So-
next week we don't know what we're going to talk about. Evidently, his whole what? How did you say it?
Yeah, you know,
Say it again.
my hostcapades.
Okay, his hostcapade.
Oh, wait. Also, can you step to the side for a minute? This is Solid Studios photographer. I'm the photographer here. You know what I'm talking about? This is a lot of my work. I actually have some more of my work that I'm going to put up on this wall
And he takes
next week.
very good pictures, guys.
I actually got 3 of you
Yes, he does.
that I'm gonna put up here.
He
right.
took practice shots of me.
Yeah, I got.
I ain't never seen them now.
Why not?
Cause you didn't see them. What the hell you mean?
The hell you talking about? I'm gonna show it because I got him on my computer, on that computer over there. I'm gonna show
So
it.
that mean you never did nothing. You ain't airbrushed me. You ain't nothing.
Airbrush.
What you need airbrushing for?
She need to be a little darker.
Y'all find that funny, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, now you can come back. There
She
goes the
had this-
titties. He said it. I didn't say it. He said it. She said it. I didn't say it.
Just
right?
so y'all know, I will not be standing up. Okay.
Right. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have some more. I got like 10 more pictures that I'm gonna put up here. So, but I
And
think
he's
you're gonna be in
doing
3 of them.
Christmas shoots as well. Just don't take the dates that I'm using for me and my kids. Okay.
She ain't paid. This nigga ain't paid now deposit. Talking about she already got her date.
Cause I do. Now I just don't know the date.
Nigga
yet.
ain't got her
What
deposit.
you do that? Oh, so you and her. Oh,
Oh, okay.
you
Now,
told me to have patience. I'm about to patiently push your ass out that chair.
our producer's telling us it's time to wrap up.
Episode 2.
Girl, that's when you start the episode.
She's trying to tell you it's closing. She's trying to
Oh.
let her do her job.
Redo.
Oh, she said redo.
Oh God.
Episode 2. Hey,
Maybe next week she can make sure I have makeup
you
on.
know what?
can you let me finish? Episode 2.
Are you finished or are you
He's
done?
married and she's single. And
And next week maybe she'll make sure my hair is done and I got a little makeup on, so I don't look white.
We might have to change the date or even just come in and like do a recorded episode
Mhm.
so that we can post it at a different time. Whatever work convenient for you, because I know the time is just getting all fucked up.
Oh, next